Hi guys, HCGChica. I'm just checking in. I'm sorry it hasn't been as frequent lately, and this vlog will probably be a little longer due to the fact that I am checking in more infrequently. Um, so basically, I will cover vlcd 16 through 21. Um, vlcd 16, I was down 0.8, and that brought me to 135.6. And basically, after that, I have been in a bit of a stall for about 6 days. But it's most likely that the stall is my fault. I've been vacillating between 135.6 and 135.8. It's been 6 days now. This morning I was actually down 0.4 to 135.4, so that actually is 0.2 less than I was, 5 days ago. But anyway, I'm not going to give you too many more details regarding numbers right now. What I mostly want to talk about is just this my struggle this round. Just kind of I guess I'm just feeling a little lost. I'm feeling out of control, and that's bothering me in one way, and then in another way, it's like I'm half in control and half not. As some of you know who've watched my other vlogs, I've been really my biggest concern this round has been making sure that I don't lose too much lean mass, and I kind of haven't known why I've lost a significant amount, at times. So at first I thought maybe the exercise would help, and that one day, I did one day of the 10 minutes of the HIIT, and it was good that day, but then it wasn't. The next 2 times it didn't make a difference, and then I got really fatigued, even from that short burst of activity, and I realized that was contributing to my cravings. So it really wasn't a good thing. It just totally wiped me out. So I can't do that, and it didn't really seem to achieve what I was trying to get anyway. And I just, like, this past 6 days, I haven't really been eating protocol properly. I've been eating too many calories. I haven't really been counting or weighing. I'm not eating over 800, or anything like that, but I don't know, it's weird. I guess because I wanted to try to figure out this whole problem about why I've been losing too much lean mass, but since I don't know the solution, I didn't really want to stop my round, though. I really like to figure out the solution and continue on. So I kind of did want to slow my weight loss down in the meantime so that I didn't lose any more lean mass. So I definitely have done that. And I did actually have one really good thing that happened. vlcd 17, it said I had 41 pounds of fat, and then as of vlcd 19, it went down to 39.5. So that's actually, I'm sorry, vlcd 16 was 41.5. So it dropped 2 pounds of fat within a couple days. Even though my weight stayed the same, and that has stayed, even though my weight stayed the same, that 2 pound drop in fat has continued to show up on my body fat analyzer. So that I am very happy about. And I want to tell you, part of what I think is helping that is that I did finally take Diet Coke out of my protocol. I've read snippets here and there about people saying that aspartame takes them out of ketosis. So I haven't really seen a whole lot of proof or anything, but I thought maybe that has to do with it, So I took that out, and I did replace it with a Blue Sky diet soda that's made with Truvia. There's one flavor, the cherry vanilla cream, that I do like amazingly, because the thing is I don't like any of those Zevia sodas. I can't stand them, or otherwise I would totally be drinking them. So anyway, I did that, and those are really good. However, from everything I'm reading, all of these different sweeteners, and now what I read is actually citric acid, because I'm doing this research on the ketones and Dr. Atkins and like some of those people, because they kind of track their ketones a lot. And a few people said that it wasn't the aspartame that knocked people out of ketosis, but it was the citric acid. And I found that in a couple sources, people saying citric acid will knock you out of ketosis. And I don't think that applies for everybody, but it just seems like you know, everybody's different, and finding out what causes you to not lose or to not be in ketosis. So anyway, obviously the sodas I'm drinking, even though they're made with Truvia now, they have citric acid. And I've been drinking 2 or 3 a day sometimes, which I don't want to do. You know, I really wanted to just have like once a day, just as like a treat. But I'm just relying too heavily on some of these sweeteners. I also have like this Dandy blend. Have you heard of that? It's really, really good, and by itself it's healthy, but I've been putting some half and half in it, and then I've been putting Truvia, which I find I need actually a good amount to make it the sweetness that I like. So it's like between that and then the 2 or 3 sodas of Truvia stuff, and then if I have any, you know, lemon truffles, or I don't know. And then also I got these cookies. They're called Say Yes to Cookies. Have you heard of them? They're not really cookies. They have no starch and no sugar. And I originally ordered them online to try in P3. However, you know, they came about 6 days ago. Hint, you know, maybe that has to do with my stall. And I decided to try one, and it was, you know, pretty darn good. And I was like, well, maybe I'll. And I don't know. I just was feeling careless, I guess. And since I didn't really know what to do about this holy mass thing, and so I ended up having like 4 of those. Each of them have 60 calories. And even though there's no starch and no sugar, they have erythritol as the sweetener. They do have a little bit of fat because there's butter in it, so that's stupid. So there's 60 calories for each one. And I tried to compensate by not having like my fruits. What ended up happening was the first day I tried those, I did an egg day, and I ended up having 7 eggs, and I had 4 of those fiber cookie things, and then I had 4 pickles, and you know, all my water. So, and I had a 0.4 gain the next day, on that day. But then the last day, every day, I keep thinking to myself, okay, today I'm, you know, just gonna do the right thing and stick to protocol, and then I haven't done it. So then I was down 0.2 the next day after the 0.4 gain, and then I had a 0.0, and then today I was down 0.4. But like I said, I had that gain in the zeros. So anyway, I'm just a little frustrated with myself because I just wish I could stop relying on these different sweet things to get me through, you know? Even on P3, I still feel like I rely a little too heavily on them when I should just be. I do eat a lot of other really healthy food too, but I just hate that I get into this thing where I want to eat a lot of sweet things, and then since I don't eat sugar anymore, I end up having too much of these sweeteners. You know, and a lot of it may have to do with the amount that you have. I read that too. I guess like in some of the Atkins things, he said like no more than 3 packets of certain sweeteners, you know. So, and then maybe that won't kick you out of ketosis, but if you're having half a cup or, you know, whatever, or 6 or 7 packets of something, then it may. So, the reason I'm frustrated with myself is because I'm trying to make sure that I lose fat and then I continue to lose weight. And I know the best way to like do that would be to just cut out everything that's not Simeon's protocol, right? Just be totally pop. And I have such a hard time doing that. It's just frustrating that I can't be self-disciplined enough right now to just drink my water, have my 2 proteins that are, you know, practically have no fat, and do my little vegetables and stuff like that. I mean, I did that the first few days, I guess, but even then I think I still had, you know, Diet Coke, but I have to get myself to just be strict so that I can achieve my goal, because it's just like I'm wasting time, you know. This protocol, this round is only going to last so long, and you know, I keep thinking, I just keep being on the back fence, like, should I stop my round? Should I stop my round? Because every day I'm not actually doing the protocol right, and so I'm not losing, and I'm wasting time, and I'm, you know, and that makes me messed up mentally too. So I'm like, maybe I should just stop. Maybe I'm just not ready to do this right now, and I just need to stop and go into P3 and without guilt and just eat my healthy foods instead of trying to eat these, you know, these stupid fiber cookie things. Anyway, so that's just kind of what's on my mind. You know, I usually hate to, I guess I feel like I always want to be one of those people that's kind of like the encourager and the leader, and the one that always has all the motivation to help you guys. But yeah, the reality is that this week has been tough for me in that way. I did purposefully want to eat a little more, like I said, just so that I didn't actually want to lose too much weight, because I wanted to make sure I figured out the lean mass thing. And even though I still don't know the solution, I do know if I could just get my stupid self to remove all of those things, remove all the Truvia, remove all the Diet Truvia sodas, the Diet Coke, everything. If I could just remove all that, I feel like I could get somewhere. So, and the last 6 days I haven't achieved that yet. Anyway, it's vlcd 21 today. I am the lowest I've been, 135.4, but I was 135.6 on vlcd 16, which is, 6 days ago. So, and I would be completely fine with that if I knew that I was doing everything right, in my power, on my side. That would be totally fine with me. But the fact that I know that I am screwing up, that is what's upsetting to me, because I know that that is most likely affecting my losses. So anyway, I am glad about that 2-pound fat drop, though. That is really good, and that was after I took Diet Coke out. And it may have been before I got access to the Blue Sky sodas that have the citric acid also. So anyway, this is my goal tomorrow, okay? Because I'm telling you guys this. My goal tomorrow for vlcd 22 is to have no sodas, no diet sodas of any kind, and just drink my water, and also none of the chicken hot dogs. I love them, but, they're still not necessarily protocol. I think they do have more fat than you're supposed to eat. I had meant to only eat them as an occasional thing, but like I said, because I've just been so just mentally not there with the protocol lately, I've been having that for like both my proteins for a few days, and then having more. Sometimes I'll have 3 proteins, plus all my other stuff. So that's my goal. I'm just gonna, just at least for tomorrow, if I could just do it for like one day, maybe I'd be rewarded and see that there's some value in doing that. And I know there is value in doing that, but it's just so easy to trick yourself, into thinking that one little thing can't make a difference, but it really does. So for everyone else out there, who is doing good, please keep doing good, and learn from me that even when you are on top of things most of the time, like I was in round 1, I never cheated once. I just did everything except for I did have Diet Coke, though. I guess you could call that a cheat, but that's something I had decided to do, and I didn't know that could affect my ketosis at the time. But everything else, I never cheated on calories. So, just do your best, because, these time periods are limited. Even though we're all doing multiple rounds, as most of us know, we do end up losing less each round. So it almost does feel like there's a deadline as far as how much we can lose in a certain number of rounds. So we don't want to waste that. And, thankfully, I only have another 10, at most 15 pounds to lose. But I know it's going to come off slowly, and I just hate that, that I'm wasting time, especially, because some days it is hard to stick to. So anyway, that's my update. I apologize that it's long, but I just kind of wanted to share my feelings, what's actually going on in my head, and that things aren't totally all, I'll use my mom's word, hunky-dory. Do any of you guys use that word? Like heavy-dobby or anybody else? My mom's generation, she says hunky-dory. Everything's not hunky-dory right now. I still feel pretty good, but I'm just kind of like, I'm stagnant. I'm like, okay, I want to move forward and do the right thing. Why can't I get myself to do the right thing? I know what it is. So, anyway, other than that, I'm doing good. And I'm just glad I haven't, had a 2 or 3 pound gain or anything. And I definitely have not been cheating like that at all. It's just been including just enough to kind of keep me feeling satisfied, but also keep me not going anywhere. So anyway, other than that, today I had 7 children at my house playing. So needless to say, I'm a little tired, but I get more exuberant when I get on here and talk to you. So thanks for listening. I apologize for how long this is, but it's kind of lately I've just been doing a once a week update. So I will check in again soon, and hopefully with better news.